All right, hello. Thank you for being here today. I'm gonna do a little 30-ish minute flow for you to hopefully just get your body moving, especially if you're stuck inside right now. Get your body moving, get your mind kind of on your mat, and hopefully bring some presence into your life. So go ahead and start at the top of your mat. If it's comfortable with you, toes together to touch. If not, hip width distance is fine. And just feel your feet underneath you. Right, so make sure you have a little bend in your knees. Stand up nice and straight. Grow through the crown of your head with your chin dropped just slightly. And feel the energy from the toes all the way up the legs, through the spine, out the top of the head. Let the arms just hang here. See if you can even let the shoulders go a little bit. And then start to feel out your breath. Notice where your inhale and your exhale, maybe move your body as you stand here. Notice if you have a little sway in your feet or some movement going on. Just take that in as finding your balance. And then when you're ready, take a nice big inhale through your nose. Let it out of your mouth. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. Gaze up to your thumbs, let your shoulders drop away. Same bend in your knees, and then as you exhale, fold forward, nice long spine. Head comes down last. As you inhale, you can push hands into the shins, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, place the hands, step back to plank. Depending on where you are today, either lower all the way down or for the hover into up dog. Take that with an exhale. Uncurl your toes, inhale for whichever back bend. And then exhale back to down dog. 5 deep breaths here. Maybe you want to pedal out the feet. You can drop the hips from side to side. Notice how your body feels in this moment. See if there's anything that you could maybe work out. And then again, notice where the breath moves you in this pose. At the bottom of your exhale, nice and slow, keep that bend in your knees, start to walk up to the top of the mat. When you arrive, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, fold forward, let the head hang again. Big inhale brings you all the way up, hands overhead. As you exhale, hands come back to the heart. Going into your sun B here, so toes together to touch, heels apart. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Uttanasana, chair pose. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Your vinyasa can look like anything here. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale back to down dog. So maybe you take an extra breath, maybe you inhale right away to step that right foot forward. Warrior one. As you exhale, hands come down through your vinyasa, whatever it looks like. Back to down dog. Then inhale, left foot forward. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Through vinyasa. Back to down dog, 5 deep breaths. Maybe a couple come out of your mouth. Feel your breath in your body. Bottom of your 5th exhale. If you want to hop forward, bend the knees, look at the space between the hands, find your hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. The Then bend your knees, drop the hips, come into your chair pose. Inhale, stand tall. Hands come to the heart. And then breathe through walking your hips to hip width distance, or your feet to hip width distance. Interlace your hands behind your back, pull down. Really open up your shoulders, open up your chest here, and then if it feels okay, drop your head back. Take a nice big breath. Notice where the body moves. Keep that bend in your knees on your exhale, fold forward. Keep a little bend in your elbows here. Let the head hang even more. If this doesn't feel okay on the shoulders, hands come down to ragdoll. And notice how my belly is resting on my thighs. So you get to decide how big of a bend you want in the knees or if you want to go all the way straight. Maybe if you want to sway left to right, you take some movement. Notice where the weight is in your feet. And just feel that out. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. As you inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands up all the way back to plank. Hold your plank pose, so really push through the heels, tuck your tailbone. Nice and strong through your arms here. Bend the knees, roll back to down dog. Take a couple of nice deep breaths in your down dog. Make sure your sits bones are lifted up. You can keep that bend in your knees. And then chest is slightly pushing back towards the thighs. The elbow creases are spinning up towards the sky. On your inhale, lift your right leg up. Nice and straight to start. So find some length. Point through your toes. Then start to bend your knee, flex your foot, open up your hip. If you want a little bit more for that left foot, left calf, drop the foot down. And then see if you can bring your heel even closer to your booty. On your exhale, step all the way through to the hands, right inside your right foot. Push back through that left hip. See if you can get the hips nice and even here. Light through the fingertips, lift the heart forward. On your inhale, nice and strong through your legs, come all the way up. So if you need more space here, you can wiggle those toes out to the right, take up some more room on the mat. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Feel where the breath moves you here. If you want to get lower into your lunge, bend your back knee and then straight out. Stay nice and low. On your exhale, come right back down to the mat. Right foot steps back. Maybe you hover through your vinyasa. Push back to down dog for a few breaths. Notice if you want some movement in your down dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg up. Point the toes. Find that length. Then bend your knee. Flex your foot, open up your hip. Stay square through your shoulders here, so keep bringing that left shoulder down. Then even close, heel towards the booty. On your exhale, step through for your lunge. Finding lots of space here. Get light on the hands. Push through your back heel. Feel out your feet and then inhale, come all the way up. Same thing here. Let the shoulders drop on the back. If you want more, bend into that knee, stay low, straighten out. As you exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Maybe you find that hover through vinyasa. Back to down dog with your exhale. 5 deep breaths here. If it feels better, you can come down to child's pose to breathe. When you're ready, back to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip again. Exhale, step through to the hands. See if you can spin your back heel down, then cartwheel the arms up. Come up for warrior two. So nice long stance here. Notice the legs, so just bend into your right knee. Make sure the knee's not gonna go past your ankle. Make sure you can see your right big toe. And then nice and level through your shoulders. Find some length through your spine here. Nice deep breaths. If your arms get tired, flip your palms face up. Even more than that, you can bend into the elbows. On your inhale, straighten out your right leg. Reach forward, come into your triangle. So you can take your block, put it right in front of the foot. Be here. Maybe it's on a little bit of higher height. Or hand can come down to the mat. On your inhale, come back to warrior two. Then right elbow down, left arm spins up and over. Push through your right elbow, right? Create space through your shoulder and ear here. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down. Spin the toes in, heels come out. Drop your head down for a nice forward fold. Find length through the back of your head here. The same block could come and meet your head if that feels good. Maybe even meet your forearms. As you inhale, come back to the hands. Walking to your front foot, step it back. Through vinyasa or push back to down dog. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Flex your foot towards your heel or towards your glutes. Exhale, step through. Nice rotation brings you up to warrior two. And then again, check out your stance. So make sure your heel's not gonna, or your knee's not gonna go past your ankle. Level out the shoulders, relax them down your back. Just the gaze over that front hand. On your inhale, straighten out your left leg. Exhale, reach forward, come into your triangle. Inhale, come back up to your warrior two. Exhale, hand comes down, elbow comes down. Right hand sweeps up and over, spin the pinky down, then push through your shoulder. Separate the shoulder and the ear on the left side. As you exhale, through center, toes and heels out. Hands come down. If you want this time, you can take a skandasana to the front or back of the mat. Right, my heel doesn't have to come down to the earth. I could stay nice and high here. And then other side, switch directions. Come back through center as you're ready. Drop the head one more time, and then as you inhale, halfway lift. Walk over to that left foot, step back. Through vinyasa. Back to down dog. From your down dog, inhale your right leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip again. As you exhale, step through to the hands. Warrior two stance. On your inhale, straighten out your leg. Exhale, reach forward, come into your triangle. So see if you can pull your left hip back. Think about squaring your shoulders. So right hand comes down, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, right hand comes to right hip. You can bend into that left knee. Take a block with you. And then see if you can bring your right leg up, left leg up. From here, you could lift your right arm. Maybe your left hand starts to lift. Or you could go back for the foot, a little Chapasana. Super slow. Left foot comes back down. Warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel to the earth. Through vinyasa or skip it, push back to down dog. So on your inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale through to warrior two. All the way up. Then inhale for your triangle pose, reach forward. Same thing here, find that stack in your shoulders. So left hand comes down, bring it all the way back up. Then hand to your hip, maybe you don't need a block. Maybe you take the right hand down, step that back foot forward. Open up the arms if you're ready. If you already go for your back foot, take it in your hand. Bend into your right foot even more. See if you can hover that right hand off the ground. As you exhale, slowly back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms through vinyasa. Back to down dog. Five deep breaths in your down dog or child's pose. Notice where the breath moves you. On your inhale, back to your down dog. Bottom of your exhale, look at the space between the hands, bend the knees a lot, hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Then nice and slow, roll up. Head comes up last. Find Tadasana, so if you need to, take the feet hip width distance. Drop the hands, see if you can drop the front of the rib cage. Breathe into the back of the body here. Let the shoulders fall. Just come back to feeling underneath your feet. Feeling the lift through your head, the length through your spine. Just pause for a moment. Feel gratitude for this breath. This earth underneath your feet. This roof over your head. Big inhale through your nose. Let it out of your mouth. So we'll come into dancer's pose. Work your right foot underneath you. And then take your left hand to your left foot. Place it on the outside to start. Right hand can be on the right hip. So bend into your right knee here. And just pull your left knee back. Right, hopefully feeling that stretch in the front of the hip. You can stay here if you want more. Rotate your hands to the inside of your foot. And then right hand comes up. We want to try and keep the chest and the arm lifted as much as possible. Start to hinge at the waist. Kick your foot into your hand. Keep that bend in your right knee. And then on your inhale, nice and slow, come back to your center. Wiggle out your hips if you need it. And then switch sides. So left foot comes under. Right hand comes outside of the right foot. Pull your knee back. Bend into your left leg. And as you're ready, spin the hand inside. Left hand comes up. Keep that bend in the knee. Kick your foot into your hand. your inhale, back up. Right foot comes down, wiggle at the hips. One last sun salutation, so toes stay together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, nice long spine. As you inhale, flat back. Maybe you want the hop back, so plant the hands, right? Palms stay planted, knees bend a lot. Shoot the chest forward, you'll land in your low plank. And then through your vinyasa. Back to down dog. On your inhale, take your right leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Exhale, bring your right knee through to your right wrist. Setting up for pigeon, so send this left leg back. Before you get set up here, get all comfy, walk your hands back towards you. So think about strength through your hips here. What's touching the earth is going to push down so we can lift up. So squeeze through the midline. Lift up through your hips. More than this, you can lift the hands up. Keep lifting through the heart space as well. And then nice and slow as you exhale, come all the way down to the mat. From here, if you want to prop yourself, you could go there. Maybe that prop comes in somewhere else for you. Really nice to feel it underneath the head. Kind of roll the forehead from left to right. Especially when you're at home using your own block. You know it's sanitary, nobody else has touched it. Keep feeling out, again, where your breath is moving your body here. Staying present on your mat. On your inhale, come back to your hands. Curl your left toes under, push back. Open up that hip again, take some nice big hip circles. Any type of movement that you want after your pigeon pose. So if you like to flip your dog, if you like to take vinyasa, bring your right leg across, kind of feel things out. Then when you're ready, switch sides, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Exhale brings you through. Right leg slides back. Hands come back towards you. Before you settle in, get nice and strong. Push down through the legs. Inhale, lift up. Squeezing through your midline. More than this, arms come up. Big exhale takes you all the way down. Prop yourself. Take any adjustments that you need. Y'all know too, if you can't come into this pose lying forward, the option on your back is always available. On your inhale, come back to your hands. Curl your right toes under. Push yourself back. Open up your down dog again. Any nice movement here. And then after your pigeon poses, some people like to take a child's pose to feel the hips. I kind of like to push back, leave my heels together, and either bring my forearms down or leave my arms out. Really feel it inside my hips and my inner thighs, and then move any way from here. You could even stay higher if that wasn't good for your knees. And then nice and slow, come forward back into your down dog. One more chance for a hop forward, so look at the space between your hands, bend the knees. Nice hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way down into a seat. So legs out straight to start. Move the flesh out of the way. And really bring your toes back towards your shin. And then push through the balls of your feet. See if you can spread your toes nice and wide. With your inhale, reach up. As you exhale, fold forward. So we're looking to reach the collarbone towards the toes. Doesn't really matter if my hands make it there. They can come down to the earth. They can hold the legs wherever they need. And then up to you if you want a little bit more. Maybe your chin starts to drop. You can feel the length in the back of your neck. On your inhale, come up. Scoot your booty forward, lie back onto your back. Knees into your chest. Just circle them around for a second. You can get pretty directional with your hands, so back and forth into some circles, or maybe they want to go in opposite circles, one at a time in a different direction. Really whatever feels good to your hips. And then take a happy baby. Grab the insides or the outsides of the legs. Rock from left to right. If you're rocking from left to right, we're already on the ground, so take the head with you. If you fall over, you don't have very far to go. Maybe the soles of the feet want to come together. A lot of times too, it can feel good to open up the legs, straighten out, maybe a little plow action. And then set up for a supine twist. So both knees into the chest, just squeeze them towards you. If it doesn't help to squeeze the knees, squeeze at the bottom of the feet. And then take the arms out to a T, both knees over to the right side. Gaze goes to the left. Really feel the breath in your side body here. See if you can feel some length. So draw the knees down a little bit. Close your eyes here. And just feel the twist in your body. Come back through center, let the knees fall to the left side. Gaze goes over to the right. Same thing, look for length, look for that space. So legs can come down away from the body. As you inhale back through center, squeeze your knees towards you again. One more happy baby. Anything else that feels good in your happy baby here? Maybe more rocking side to side. Maybe just staying still in happy baby, really pulling the thighs towards the earth. Lengthening the tailbone through the crown of the head. Into the chest for your final squeeze. So really give yourself a big hug. Whisper a little I love you to your body and then lift your head, give your knees a kiss. Now as you exhale, take your Shavasana. So I'll encourage you, even if you're at home, lay down. Take your Shavasana, even if you only lay for 1 minute. Make sure you're comfortable, let your feet flop out, palms face up. If you need to adjust your clothes, if that's gonna make you more comfortable, do that. Move your hair out of the way. Take up space on your mat. Take a nice big inhale through your nose here. Let it out of your mouth. Just settle in. start to move in your Shavasana, just notice your breath in your body. Notice where it moves you. Deepen it if it feels right. Your next 2 breaths, both inhales are filled with love. Both exhales are filled with love. Filling up your entire body, your nervous system with love. And then let that energy pour out of your toes and out of your fingers as you move some back in. A nice big stretch overhead. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. Maybe a little side body stretching here. Over to one side and then the other. Knees come up into your chest. One more little hug. And then over onto your arm. Stay here for as long as you want. Just appreciate your body. Appreciate your dedication to movement, to your practice. Appreciate the earth underneath you. And then as you're ready, come up to a seat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and just notice how you feel. Find that inhale through your nose again. Take it out of your mouth. And we'll bow together. Namaste.